Right, day 14. I'm feeling some cravings, to be honest. I am. But I can't do anything about them because I'm currently driving up to Newcastle. From Newcastle up to Glasgow, near Glasgow, to do the job that I was talking about in my previous videos. But I'm not feeling comfortable. I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to sleep, because the last time I had this kind of feeling, I wasn't able to sleep. So I really need to sleep. So I'm a bit worried that that's going to happen. But worrying's not going to help, you know. So I can't remember. I watched so many other people's videos that I can't remember the individual people that told me this one thing. But I think this might have been the thing that I read on Reddit, actually, come to think of it. But the guy said, whenever you have a feeling, just think about it. Like, you would, like, don't ignore it. Like, previous to the sort of today, when I read this on Reddit, I was thinking the best thing to do was ignore it. But this guy said, just take it head on. Just think about the symptom. Think, well, what exactly is this? Does my stomach feel a bit weird? Do I feel a bit distant? Just try and work out what the feelings are. Just stop and think. Right, what am I experiencing right now? So what I'm experiencing right now is just a kind of like, you know, it's like that feeling you get when you think you've lost your phone. You know, like you tap your pockets and that, and you're like, oh shit. But then, you know, it's in your other pocket or whatever, so you're fine. But that moment there, that feeling, it's like a mild version of that. That's the closest I can get to being able to describe it. But yeah, symptoms aren't gone. I was obviously naive to think that they would go after 7 days, or, you know, wouldn't return. You know, I thought I was done with it on 7 days, but I'm not. I'm really not. Plus, I'm going down to Sheffield, where it all started, and where I'm able to get loads. My friends are going to be smoking it, and I will smoke it then, you know, because you know, I'm not going to have the willpower to what the is it? All right. Oh my god. Oh, I'm driving on like a single track road, 60 mile an hour limit on the way up to Scotland, and this Land Rover Defender it's just overtaken on a corner, and I've had to brake, and that was... But you don't care. Sorry, you don't care about that. Anyway, right, so going back to smoking weed, if I was to go down to Sheffield, I would do it, because I'd be immersed in it, I'd be breathing it in anyway, and I know I'd do it. So I realised that, and I'm now taking this as a good thing, because weed is handled differently by different people, right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to smoke it, you know, probably about 40 days after my day one quitting, because I quit on the 14th. And I'm going down, I think, on just near the end of March. So I'm going to smoke some, definitely, but I'm going to come back and then see if I can not smoke it for a few days. So if I get the well, not severe, but if I get the symptoms that I got over the first 3 or 4 days from quitting after heavy use, if I get that even after mild use, then that's going to be it for weed for me forever. Never going to touch it again. But if I can handle it, I'm going to try it, you know. What do you think about that? Do you think I should just give up on it entirely? I mean, it's expensive, it's illegal. Is it worth it? I mean, you know, if you're watching this video, you know weed's awesome, so you can see the reasons why I might want to. But so I don't know. Do you think the best idea is to quit forever, or mild use? You know, if you can answer that for me, so I can get like a bit of an outside perspective from someone else, that would be lovely. Still smoking loads of cigarettes, because the job I'm going to be doing is going to be like 12 days constant work, no breaks at all, working through weekends and all that. So I'm not going to quit cigarettes during that time. So it's 12 days on, 2 days off, then 12 days on. So that's going to be not doable. I'm going to need to be fully focused and not thinking of other things while doing that job. So the cigarettes are staying. And I know that I've put off smoking cigarettes in almost every video that I've done, but you know, I just can't do it. I really can't. Like, I've tried smoking it, but I just get fucking angry. Like, that's probably not angry, not just kind of frustrated. That's a better word. I get frustrated, so I can't have that at work, and I'll be knackered from. So cigarettes are off the table. Cigarettes are I'm going to smoke them for the foreseeable future. So yeah, that's it, day 14. Cravings are back, not good, but luckily I can't act on them because I'm driving up to Scotland. So yeah, thanks for watching again. You know, I hope I'm still helping. If you want me to make more videos, or if you want me to make one on anything specific, or if you want me to format it in a different way, I was thinking of making like a PowerPoint thing. Obviously not like a boring school one, you know, just with a couple of words that I can have on there, just to make it seem a little bit more professional. Or maybe I should not, because I'm not, or maybe not, you know. So right, I'll talk about something else for a bit, just to kind of get my mind off weed, because I'm in my car, so I'm not going to be able to talk to myself. Well, I guess I am doing that now, but with a camera makes it feel a bit better. So anyway, The Amazing Atheist is a guy that I've been watching, and he had this idea about driving a car that you should drive a little bit slower than the speed limit. You know, so for example, in England it's 70 mile an hour on the motorways, so you might drive at 65 or even 60, and this would result in you never having to overtake anyone, and you can just chug along at the same speed, which is good for fuel economy. It also means that, you know, there's less for you to think about, so you can kind of think in your head, you know, get some thinking time done, because in this day and age with screens everywhere, you know, let's be honest, not a lot of people sit and just think, but when you're driving you get to do that. And I think driving is one of the best things that that has helped me during quitting weed. And I haven't mentioned this before, but just going on a drive just to clear your head, you know, just to see some of the world, just to have time to think, where your mind's occupied enough so you're not bored, but not enough so you can't think about other things. So yeah, the cravings do go after day 7, but it seems like they could come back at any time. So if they do come back, go for a drive, and if you can't drive, ride a bike, and if you can't, go for a walk. You know, just get out of the house. That's the main idea, you know. Like, my mum has a phrase where she says you get housed up, right? And I think that is really relevant to quitting weed. I think you can easily get housed up because you're used to spending all your time indoors, or at least I was anyway, just on a computer or on a PlayStation or something. So I'm used to that, and I want to spend all my time indoors, but I think that's something I have to change, like do more outdoor things. So yeah, if you don't like being in the outdoors, go for a drive, or, you know, you can take the bus on a random trip somewhere, you know. Just point is just get out of the house. Yeah, cheers for watching. I'll catch you on day 30 for like a final video that might be a little bit formatted, if I can work out how to do that. Yeah, so if you watch this video, post your own, because I'd love to see your experience too, you know. So thanks. Catch you on day 30. I didn't mean to kiss there, that was an accident. Whoops. Bye.